Welcome to Brilliantly British. My name is Lawrence and today I'm going to show you how to make a dish that is dear to my heart. I'm going to show you how to make a classic British chicken curry. So as I show you how to make this deliciously Moorish dish, in that chair of yours, sit back, relax and enjoy this episode. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe. So far on the channel, you've seen how to make two great British curries, the chicken tikka masala and the chasni, both of which are linked to Britain's colonial past. Today's curry is the simplest of all, great for when you're pressed for time or are ravenously hungry. But don't start thinking that this curry will lack depth of flavour or texture. Most certainly not. Now, with all that said, and to prove a point, allow us to introduce the ingredients to you. To make today's brilliantly British curry, you will need the following ingredients in front of me right here. You will need a chicken, a whole chicken preferably, so that afterwards you can have the bones which you can use to make a beautiful chicken stock. You will need an onion, a carrot, chopped celery, chopped cabbage, chopped bell peppers, some tomato puree, curry powder, chilli, if you're feeling brave, garlic, ginger, fresh cream, sultanas, basmati rice, wild rice, some brilliantly British homemade chicken stock. You know, the stuff that's on the screen right now that glows in the dark. And of course, to avoid the occurrence, the god-awful occurrence, people, of bland food, you will of course need some salt and some pepper. That's it. But you will also need to keep your hydration levels in mind. And so with that being said, guys, waste no time, don't delay, switch on your kettle, brew yourself a nice cup of tea so you can sip on that whilst you cook. As you know, any good curry should have a good base. In this case, this base is going to be a paste made of ginger, chilies, curry powder, tomato puree, garlic, and to make it easier to blend so that it is really fine and smooth, I'm going to add some chicken stock and a little bit of oil. That's it. From time to time, open up your blender or your food processor, have a look inside to make sure that it's nice and smooth. If it isn't, just with a spatula, push the mixture back down towards the blades and then continue to blend until it is as smooth as you can get it. Okay, curry paste made. As you can see, it's beautifully smooth and I can tell you it is wonderfully aromatic. The last thing to do to this curry paste is to season it with some salt and then you will be ready for the next step. Into this bowl here, I'm going to mix together my curry paste and my chopped up chicken, and then what I'm going to do afterwards, once the two have been mixed together, is then put that into my fridge and allow the chicken to marinate for a few hours, or better still, overnight. Welcome back. A day has passed and now we're ready to make this curry. But first, the rice. In a saucepan over a medium heat, begin to cook the wild rice within 2 centimeters of water, under a lid. Whilst the rice cooks, heat up a large greased pan over a very high heat. Once smoking hot, begin to fry cabbage and onions with a pinch of salt until they just start to brown. The trick here is to cook the vegetables on a high heat for a short amount of time to caramelize and to keep them textured. Pour the onions and the cabbage into a bowl before re-greasing your pan and frying your celery and carrots with the addition of some chicken stock. I'll take the time to check on the rice, making sure that it hasn't dried before covering the vegetables, allowing them to steam for a minute or two. Turning our attention back to the rice, into your pot pour in basmati rice that has been rinsed 3 to 4 times, adding some salt too, followed by enough water to submerge the rice by 2 centimeters. Give the rice a gentle stir to distribute the wild rice within, then cover and allow to cook slowly over a low heat. At this point, there happens to be a small amount of liquid remaining in the pan, which is great as you don't want to cook these dry. Pour the carrots and the celery into a bowl for later, continuing by frying some salted peppers until they too begin to brown. Having attended to the vegetables, it's time to turn our attention to the all-important chicken. After allowing the pan to come up to temperature, sear your chicken on both sides, taking care not to overcrowd the pan. After searing the chicken, loosen the residuals in the pan with chicken stock before passing them through a sieve into the remaining chicken marinade. Learning from the previous curry episodes, which you should of course watch, after this one I'll switch to a wok and then cook the remaining marinade. After cooking for a minute or so, I'll then pour in my chicken followed by the vegetables. I'll then rustle things together and then add in more chicken stock before allowing to simmer for a few minutes under a lid. The rice at this point will have cooked, so I'll slide it off of the heat and then turn my attention back to the sauce, which I'll finish off with a splash of cream and a scattering of raisins. And just like that, we are ready to serve. Tasting, tasting, tasting. All right, guys, this dish is so dear to my heart. It is something that I had and enjoyed in school, and I'm probably going to enjoy it even more because I've made it the way I like it. So let's go. Oh, all right. 3, 2, 1. You remember I said to you that I enjoyed this dish in school and I would enjoy it now? That was 110% true. Oh, it's delicious. It's rich, creamy, distinct in flavor. Oh, and the chicken is tender. It's amazing how many different textures you get in here because of the vegetables that we've added and the fact that we've got different textures going through the rice with the wild rice and the basmati. Guys, oh, my words don't do this dish justice. You have to make this for yourselves. It's simple, it's easy, it's delicious, it's great, it's brilliantly British. Guys, make this, please. Thank you all so much for allowing me to show you how to make this traditionally British dish. If you like this episode, in fact, I know you like this episode, don't forget to click the like button below and the subscribe button and the notification button so that you don't miss any of our new releases. Tell everyone you know about the brilliantly British food on this channel, and I will see you next time.